Hello, I'm Pastor Bill from Open Door Baptist Church in Morehead City, and thanks for coming back for another Word of Encouragement, a daily video series that I've been putting out to help us all to fight the temptation, the pull towards discouragement and maybe even despair during these very difficult and unusual times that we're living through in the United States right now. Today, we are going to look at a few verses out of Matthew chapter 20. Matthew chapter 20, where Jesus has been telling several parables, and he's gotten to a parable where he talks about the master of the house going out to find laborers for his vineyard, for his farms. And this is what he says, beginning in verse 6. And about the 11th hour, that's the end of the day. About the 11th hour, he went out and found others still standing. And he said to them, "Why do you stand here idle all day long?" And they said to him, "Because no one has hired us." And he said to them, "You go into the vineyard also." And when evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, "Call the laborers and pay them their wages." And when those hired about the 11th hour came, each of them received a denarius. And a denarius was a full day's wages. I think that this is an incredibly comforting and encouraging passage for us Gentiles, those of us who are not Jews, because Jesus was telling this parable to say it doesn't matter if you came into the kingdom as a Jew or as a Gentile. He might also be saying it doesn't matter if you came into the kingdom as a young person or as an older person later in life. The point here is not how much time and work you have put in. The point here, the encouragement, the life-giving nature of these verses is that the focus is all on the Master. It's His grace. And later he will actually say, don't I have the right to do what I choose with what belongs to me? And that's just it. The whole world and salvation and heaven itself belongs to God. And He is allowed to do whatever He wants to with it. And He desires to show His goodness and His grace and His mercy by giving you and I, who came in much later than the Jews, He is wanting to give us a symbol and the evidence of His grace, eternal life. Well, I hope that this is very encouraging for you today, and I also hope that you'll tune in tomorrow for another word of encouragement.